Hey everybody, this is John Osborne. I'm Trader John O. You can follow me on StockJoyce and Twitter. And today is April 4th. This is the FX Educational Outlook. Let's go ahead and start with the loonie yen. You can see that we've been moving down on the break of this trend line that we've been watching. We went down to this previous pivot low here, and if we can break through that, we'll see a nice run potentially down to 74.8 if we can make that low. But right now we're bouncing after breaking through that line a little bit and coming back up again. So let's see what happens if we can get a little bit of consolidation or a little bit movement down through that point. With the Euro Aussie, you can see on the monthly that we're sitting a bit on support here, have been for the past couple of months, and it's looking bearish, like it wants to move lower, but our weekly's starting to look a little bit more bullish here, and certainly our 240 is looking bullish. So we're a little bit mixed, and as we're riding up this trend line, we're going to watch what happens. Let's see if we can either make another run up, put in a new high here, or if we're going to break down through this trend line and resume the downtrend that we came into about a month ago. With the Euro Yen, we've broken through this support line here. This is previous pivot. We could be watching it for this low here in a break. Maybe broke through it a little bit here. So I'd like to incorporate this pivot down here. You can see we came down and touched this trend line from a while back. I'll show you that trend line where that's established from, right back there. And you can see we went back up and retested that broken support. So that's where we're sitting right now. So let's see what happens if we can break through this line. It would also be this line here on the weekly. We could see ourselves a nice move lower, and it looks like the charts here are trying to align for this one. So let's keep an eye on that one, see if we can break below this trend line for support and run a little bit lower. In the pound Swissy, you can see we've got this pennant that's happening here. You can see it on the weekly as well, and we're still within this pennant. So whether we break above or below these trend lines, I think we might see some pretty good movement once we break that. It's been in quite a while that we've been in this pennant, and we could see a move. Now it looks like we broke out of it on the weekly, but then came back down into it. So let's keep an eye on this. We want to make sure that when it breaks with strength, and once it does, it might move pretty nicely. So we'll keep an eye on that one. And finally, the Kiwi dollar. You can see we're sitting on this previous support here of 0.69679, and if we can break through that, then we might find ourselves running down to around the 68894. So let's keep an eye on that one. It's looking rather bearish on the weekly and the 240, but a little bit neutral to bearish on the daily. And that'll do it for today, and we'll catch you next time.